Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I hope you'll stick around to see our homeschool journey. My name is Jamie and I'm a homeschool mama of 3 boys. They are 7, 6, and 16 months old. I'm a former public school educator and I taught grades kindergarten, 2nd, and 3rd before I decided to stay home and teach my kiddos. In this video, I want to share with you what our school plans are for the upcoming school week, which is going to be August 17th through the 21st. I'm just going to kind of give you a look at what we'll be studying in every subject. So I do like to write everything out in my planner. I just think it helps. On this side, I has the days of the week, and then I put in little appointments or activities that we have. That way I can remember them. And then here I have my reading lesson. Then I have my first graders. His P stands for phonics, S is for spelling, L is for leveled reader, and then W is for his writing. Then I have their math. Z is for my oldest son, and E is for my youngest son's math. And then over here, I have his reading, which is L is for leveled reader, and P is for his phonics. And then I have W for his writing, and S for his spelling. And then I left a whole thing for Tot School. This is blank because I'm actually going to work on this tomorrow night and figure out, I know I want my theme to be trucks. And I've already pulled out some books for this, but I wanted to have more time to do the Tot School, so I will be posting this video soon. We're not doing Tot School tomorrow because we have a little extracurricular activity that we'll be doing on Mondays. And then our loop schedule is every day it's our history, our music, our geography, our Spanish, science, nature studies, art, and art. And I just loop these. If you would like to know more about my loop schedule, I can leave a link down below for my routine video. And that's how I kind of do that. So every day I try to do at least 2 loops. Some days we do fit in 3. So the first thing I'm going to show you is our read alouds. In the mornings we do have morning meeting time, and I am planning on doing a video on that very soon. And during that time I also have a read aloud time. And I like to read to my kids in that time. And this week we were focused on like back to school reading. So I have My Teacher Sleeps in School, Why Do You Always Have to Say Please? Oh, Chicken Fingers Mac and Cheese, Why Do You Always Have to Say Please? Franklin Goes to School, Pete the Cat, The Wheels on the Bus, and If You Take a Mouse to School. Last week we did all school books, and this week we're going to do all school books. I have a bunch of school books from when I taught in public education, so I like to read these with my kids during our read aloud time. The next thing I'm going to show you is our reading time. So for reading, I am using Rooted in Reading as my resource, and it is amazing. They have so much good stuff in it, and it has a lesson plan in it as well. I'm going to see right here is the lesson plan, and it just tells you what to do every day. And I change it because I'm doing the 2nd grade one, but I am changing it so I can adapt it to my 1st grader as well. But on Monday we'll read this book, A Bad Case of Stripes, and we're going to fill out little post-it notes that describe our main character. And I have a little main character poster that I will go over with them to talk about what a main character is. We'll do the anchor chart after we read the book. We'll fill in this little thing describing her. That's all on Monday for reading. On Tuesday for reading, we'll talk about what a summary is. We'll reread our book. I have 2 posters that go over what a summary is. And then in this book, they'll get a copy of the little poster, and then they'll fill out this little graphic organizer. So they'll write in here somebody, so who, wanted, but, so then. So we'll discuss this, and we'll also do an anchor chart of the same thing with stickies. Also on Tuesday, I have some little discussion cards, and we will be doing these. The before reading we'll do on Monday, and then some of these we'll also do on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll be practicing these little cards every day. They're just little discussion cards that go over like comprehension. Then on Wednesday, the kids are going to get to do this little activity They're going to make a little pill bottle, and it is a summary of the book. And then on Thursday, we will read our nonfiction text. And this does come with the thing, which is great. So we'll read our nonfiction text. I will read this to them, and then they'll do a graphic organizer where we talk about germs. And they'll fill out this, what did you learn, in their notebook. On Thursday, we will do the life cycle of a lima bean. We'll read this together. They'll answer the questions. On Thursdays, they'll also do a little vocabulary that goes over the vocabulary in the story. And we're going to glue that in right here. And then they're also going to do a picture. So they're going to draw this little, the character, Camilla. And they're going to get to draw this on this page. Some other things that we will be doing in reading is every day we will take part of the text and we'll do a little activity about it. So this says, picture yourself as Camilla in this sentence. What do you picture? How would you feel? Look at the words in this sentence. Label the nouns and verbs. Camilla was striped from head to toe. She looked like a rainbow. Edit this sentence for arrows. Write it the correct way. Use the mentor sentence to create your own sentence by filling in the blanks. So we'll practice that every day, and then at the end of the week, they will take a comprehension quiz on this book. So that is the reading that we'll do together, and each week we will have a fiction book and a nonfiction book that are related, and we'll have little activities that go with it. We'll have anchor charts that go with it, little posters that go with it, and different little activities that they can do. So that's what we'll do together. Both of my kids will do this together. Then they have some things that they do on their own with me that I still classify as actual reading. So they each will have a different writing lesson, and they can either do it independently or if they need, with my help if they need it. So my second grader, he will be doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that's in his writing. My first grader in his writing, he'll do Monday, he's using describing words. Then he'll learn Tuesday, what is a sentence? Practice this, what is a sentence, on Wednesday. What is a sentence on Thursday? And then on Friday, writing his own sentences. In spelling, my second grader has a new set of words that he'll practice writing on Monday. Tuesday, he will do words in context and build the words. On Wednesday, he'll do fun with words. On Thursday, he'll do words in writing and misspelled words. He'll have to find the misspelled word and write it. And then on Friday, he always takes a spelling test. My first grader, in his spelling, he is still practicing a letter review and letter sounds. So he will do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. Phonics, my oldest, I'm going to have to assess him and see where he falls in the phonics because this is my book for the whole year. And I know that he is much farther up in the book than my first grader, but I need to test him to see exactly where he's at. So I'm actually going to start doing that next week. But I already knew where my first grader was, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're going to be doing. So on Monday, for his phonics, we will work on, I will be cutting out these words, and he will be making words that we have been studying since last week. They're the app and an family words. I already read that to him. And then on Tuesday, we will go over his sight words. And we will also, he will read these sentences to me, or these words to me. On Wednesday, he'll actually read me the decodable word text. On Thursday, he will work on these phonics worksheets. And then on Friday, we will actually play a game. It's a concentration game where he has a bunch of pieces. He lays them out flat. It's like memory. He has to turn 2 over, and he has to read the words and then find the matches. And that's how we'll end that review for those phonics sounds, which is the app and an family. They also both have to read to me every day. And this is my first grader's book that he's reading. We did units 1 through 3 last year. And my second grader right now is reading these. This is a great beginning chapter book series. It's actually from Usborne Books. And I will leave a link down below if you're interested in these. So what my first grader will do is we're going to read these stories. You can see they have a lot of sight words in them. They have a lot of word families in them that he knows. And each day he will read a story to me in this book. Each day my second grader will read a chapter to me. And you can kind of see that it's got a lot of words, a lot of pictures. A very easy read, and he will actually finish this book, and we'll move on to the second book this upcoming week. And I think there's 17 books in the series. We have the first 13 or 15, and I'm going to purchase the rest as we go through it. So that is everything that they do in reading, their leveled readers, their phonics, their spelling, and their writing. The next thing I'm going to show you is their math. So in math, they do Zern, which I have a video and I can leave the link down below. And what they do in Zern is we will just open up. So my first grader, he will do lesson 5 on Monday, lesson 6 on Tuesday, lesson 7 on Wednesday, lesson 8 on Thursday, lesson 9 on Friday. My second grader will do lesson 6 on Monday, 7 on Tuesday, 8 on Wednesday, and then he'll start his new unit. He'll do 9 on Thursday. 1 on Thursday, and then 2 on Friday. And on days, they don't always have a lesson or a video lesson, and on those days they do A+ Math Tutor, which is again, it's just a little online thing that kind of goes through some of the skills that they'll need by the end of the year. So I'll just put them on that if they don't have an actual lesson for this. And I also, if you watch my video, you'll see it came with teacher lessons, and I work with them also with whatever skill that they're learning. So mark and move, I'll work with my son for maybe 10 minutes, sometimes longer if he needs it, on the actual lesson, and then he will go to the computer and do this part. So that is their math. The next thing I'm going to show you is part of their loop schedule. They don't do their loop schedule. They don't do it every day like every subject. They do about 2 subjects a day, sometimes 3, and if we have any kind of extracurricular activity, that they don't do it at all that day. So I'm going to just go through each of those. This week in history, we are actually going to be doing history at least twice. This week, the way the schedule fell, we will read chapter 6 in our Where Are the Great Pyramids, because we're studying Egypt. We'll read chapter 7, Still Giving Up the Secrets. We will also come over here in our little book, and we are working on the Gallery of Rulers, and I will read this to them, and then we do a little activity in here. So they'll do this one day, and then they'll do this one day. So that will be their history for the week. They will do music one day. In music, they will do The World's Greatest Composer. We are on lesson 2, which means we will read some more in this book on Bach. And then we will listen to his music, and we will discuss how it made us feel. In art, we will be studying Vincent van Gogh. And we're going to actually be focusing on the Potato Eaters, which is his painting. We will put a picture of his painting here. We'll talk about it. And I have different questions that I will ask them based off of the painting in the book. So I will open this up and we'll discuss this painting right here and talk about it. In Spanish this week, we are focusing on numbers 1 through 5. So we'll listen to a little number song that I found on YouTube, and then we will do the next 2 pages in our book, which is matching numbers 1 through 5, and number the stars 1 through 5. In geography, we are actually reading Who Was Betsy Ross. We are learning only about the American flag right now. So they have this coloring sheet, and while they do this coloring sheet, I will read to them in this book, and I'm actually planning on reading 2 chapters to them this week. So they'll read chapter 2, which is Time to Go to Work, and read chapter 3, War. You'll notice that I do a lot of reading with my kids. My kids love to be read to, and they learn a lot by just listening to me read. For science, we do the Sassafras Science Adventures, and we're just moving on to the next thing, which is we are going to be reading about Ethiopia, and I will talk about Ethiopia with them. And we'll read the first part of this chapter. We'll read about the skeletal system in here. I got these at Alouds, and we're actually going to go over here and do this page, the stand-up page, because we're going to be talking about the skeletal system. So we'll put in our stickers. We will read this page. This is just my teacher guide, and then this is what their book looks like. So as I read to them, they have little coloring sheets that they'll fill out, and then together we will fill this page out. The purpose of this system, we'll color in the parts of the system, we'll get some facts about the system, which we'll learn through the reading. You can see we already marked it on there, and then by the end of the week we'll have facts about Ethiopia. And sometimes this takes us more than 1 week, and that's okay for the chapter, because I just set a timer and our loop schedule is just an hour. So for our nature studies, we're reading The Tarantula in My Purse. This is a good little book. It's about, I'm reading it to them, and it is about a man whose parents let him have all these different wild pets. Actually, he had 173 wild pets. And so it goes through it, and he talks to you about how he became a lover of nature and wildlife through these pets. So it's a really good book. We'll start chapter 1. We just started it, but the introduction was just really good. So we'll read chapter 1 this week in here. We are on chapter 8 of this book because we did this last year. So we'll go in here and we'll read about saving West Virginia's oldest mountain. And we'll read this chapter. And then the nature connection, what I do is I actually just go to the month, and we do different little things in here for the month. Outside in nature, we'll talk about it, we'll do an activity, we just do something from this. And they have little nature journals that they can put it in. And that is all that we will be doing this week. Hey guys, I hope that video was knowledgeable. I hope that you get some inspiration from it. It was my first video where I filmed like what we're doing for the week, other than like my Tot School videos. I really do want to start doing this every week, just give you a peek in a week of what we're doing, a glance at what we do. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more homeschool videos. Thank you so much for watching.